Are you all right?
Yeah.
I wonder if Leon's here today.
I don't know.
You know, I only have so much idle chit-chat in me, and I really don't feel like making idiotic observations all through dinner while you sit there and nod.
I didn't realize that's what I've been doing.
All day long.
Sorry.
Does that mean we're not going to talk about it?
No, it means I don't know what to say.
Well, how about the situation between Laurie and me is worse than ever?
I left her, Dave. There wasn't anything else for me to do.
Hi, Carla.
Hi, well, isn't this a nice surprise? Come on in.
Well, I think maybe you better hold off on saying whether it's nice or not until you hear my news.
Well, I think maybe we better sit down, because I got a feeling we're not going to get this house.
No. It's nothing as drastic as that. I'm sorry. That wasn't a very good way to start. Harold Webster and I went over there this morning, just for what we thought was going to be a routine check. Well, I'm afraid the house is completely empty. Nancy sold every stick of furniture.
She can't do that, can she?
Not legally. But I'm afraid what's been done is done, though. Although we're going to try and do everything we can to get it back, though. Although I'm not sure that we can.
All those lovely things.
I know, and I promise that the house will be sold with all of it in it. I'm sorry, Carla.
There's no reason for you to apologize, Terry. How could you have known?
Well, I couldn't, but I should have anticipated.
Not a move as bold as that.
Well, Harold Webster went to see her afterwards, and... Well, I'd like to keep it out of court, but with Kate Phillips involved, that may be difficult.
Kate Phillips? I don't understand.
You're not going to believe this. Nancy rented the house to her.
That's also illegal, isn't it? I mean, if she doesn't technically own it.
That seems to be my sister's specialty.
But, so that means that she's not going to be able to do it, right?
Right. You know, with all the misery and suffering that she's brought on herself, you'd think Nancy would want to live her life right. But no, not my sister.
Wait a minute. Is Kate Phillips Dave Phillips' ex-wife?
One and the same.
Well, isn't that strange? What's she like?
Well, business, she seemed to me, but under the circumstances, I couldn't expect her to be anywhere else.
You want a cup of coffee or something?
No, thanks. I can't stay. I would like to talk to Ione, though. I don't suppose she's around.
Are you kidding? Little League tryouts are this afternoon.
I didn't know she played.
First base. Actually, I think Jimmy insisted she go, because if he doesn't get the position he wants, he thinks she'll browbeat the coach into giving it to him anyway.
Okay, well, then I'll give her a call later.
Oh, it's not something I can help you with?
No, I just wanted to find out how Ben was doing today. I didn't have a chance to talk to him at the hospital.
Have he and Laurie moved out?
Yeah.
Things aren't good there, are they?
I'm afraid not.
I, know about Laurie not thinking the baby's Ben's.
Nothing anybody says to her gets through to her.
I know. She kind of scared me away the other day, but I'm not going to give up. That's not my definition of friendship.
Are you considering this a permanent break?
Well, I don't want it to be. But the choice isn't mine. You see, Dave, Lori has pushed this marriage to the breaking point, and it's up to her to reestablish it again.
Which you're giving her every opportunity to do by refusing to return her phone calls and by avoiding her.
I just need time to think right now.
And where are you doing all this thinking?
For the time being, over the Traveler's house over on Western Avenue. But you're the only one who knows that, and I'd like to keep it that way.
Whatever you want.
No sage words of advice?
Right now you need my ears more than you need my mouth.
Well, I knew there was a good reason for accepting your dinner invitation. I guess this is the sort of situation where there's really not much to say. I mean, you know all the facts. What's so incredible about all this is Lori's constant rejection of the truth, which in reality is rejection of God.
For God is truth.
Right. I mean, I know we all have our slip-ups. Believe me, I know, I do. There are times when I know I'm going against God's will, and I'm very much aware of it at the time, but I still just keep pushing right on through. But you see, Dave, I also know that eventually I'm going to have to deal with it. And I do. Because until I do, there's no peace inside. I don't know how Lori's done it, Dave, but she's turned that inner voice off.
And you don't feel you have any responsibility to help her see that?
Of course I do.
Thank you.
That is all I have tried to do, but until she is willing to accept the truth, our relationship has no basis.
So the separation is God's will?
I don't know. I feel at the moment that it is.
Meaning that at other times it hasn't been.
Dave, I don't have any other option available to me right now. I mean, what am I supposed to do, turn my house into a monastery?
Yeah. Okay. But don't you forget that inner voice, too. What about Terry? Does she know what's going on?
Most of it. Why do you ask?
Well, I'm going to stop by and see her a little later, and if she does know, she's bound to ask questions. And I'd like to know what I should or shouldn't say.
You can say anything you want, including your real thoughts about all this.
I'm not sure I know what they are.
So, what's going on between you and Terry?
Well, nothing more than getting her involved in the fundraising. We need a woman's touch at the reception. A hostess. Boy, I hope I'm not sounding too chauvinistic.
No, I was hoping that Lori maybe could help
Well,
out
I'm
a
not
little.
giving up on her. Not yet, anyway.
Oh, are you sure? Oh, we'd love to have you stay.
Carla, I appreciate the invitation, but Peter's expecting me. So in the interest of my kitchen, I'd better get home and fix him something.
Some other time, then?
I'd love to. Thanks.
Good.
Oh, who's that?
Monk, I think.
Well, I'm all done. Oh, hi.
Hello.
Terry? This is Monroe Lassiter. Monroe Lassiter, Mrs. Davidson.
Monk do.
Oh, you are one of my daughter's students, right?
Say what?
Lori Martin, my daughter. You went to Monroe Continuation School.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And she was a real nice lady. I'm sorry about what happened to her. I ain't have nothing to do with that, you know.
I know.
That's not my scene at all. You know, if I had known what was going on, you better believe me, I would have helped her.
I'm sure you would have.
Mrs. Martin, she was all right.
Well, how do you like living here with the Redlands?
Oh, man, this is about the best thing that ever happened to me. You know, Gene treats me like a brother, and Jimmy, I tell you, he's pretty cool for a little guy, and can't nobody beat Ione's cooking either. I really like this place.
I'm glad. Look, I better get going.
Oh, no, Terry. I just got a great idea. Now, why don't you call Peter and tell him to come over here for dinner?
Oh, Carla, that would be nice, but I really
No,
don't
I'm sure he would love to meet Monk.
Oh, I'm sure that he would, too, but he did mention something about a study group tonight.
Oh.
But you two really should get together soon.
Yeah.
It was very nice to meet you,
Yeah,
Mom.
same here.
Well, look, I'll give Ione a call later, okay?
Right.
Bye. And look, you don't have to see me out.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Well, everything all set out back.
Yep, cut, raked, and trimmed.
Good. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Now what?
What do you mean?
What else you want me to do?
Well, I think that about does it. I mean, I should start dinner now.
Well, I help.
No. I mean, There's nothing really much to do. Why don't you just go on upstairs and relax and wait until Jean comes home? You've earned it.
Yeah, sure. Well, look, if you happen to change your mind, just give me a holler.
Yeah, right.
Lee, it's an outrage. Kate, I'm sorry.
What's the matter, Sebastian? Did Miss Reed take your parking space again?
Where'd Lee run off to this time?
I don't know. I was hoping you'd tell me.
If that man would sit still for 5 minutes, maybe things like this wouldn't happen.
Things like what?
I just talked to Hugh McMahon over at the Chronicle. Their first poll, the one that's in the morning paper, has Hugh Wainwright ahead of Lee by 4 points. 4 points! The man just started his campaign.
Oh, 4 points is hardly anything to get so excited about.
Oh, come on. You know better than that. 1 point would be bad. A political campaign, well, it's like the 7th game of the World Series. The team that scores first has the psychological edge. Now, when John Q. Public reads that paper in the morning, he'll see that Wainwright's ahead and subconsciously think of him as a winner.
And to what deficiency in Lee's character do you attribute this crisis?
No deficiency. And there's nothing wrong with his stand on the issues. It's too bad, but things like that just aren't important.
Then it comes down to his image, doesn't it?
Your words, not mine.
No, your words. At least according to Lee, they are.
And I'd have thought all conversations between politicians and their campaign managers were supposed to be private.
Your secrets are safe with me.
Well, I suppose you're aware, then, of my thoughts concerning your relationship.
Not entirely, but then since subtlety is not one of your virtues, I think I can guess.
Well?
He's supposed to pop the question, Sebastian, not you.
And if you did?
No comment.
No comment, no election.
Don't scowl, Sebastian, and make your hair fall out.
Jokes. The campaign's falling apart, and all I get are jokes.
All right, what is it? Did the printer get the poster order mixed up? Is it now Lee Carruthers for student council president? All right.
At this point, you'd be lucky to win even that.
The first Chronicle poll has Wainwright leading you by 4 points.
And that's what this is all about?
Could be the beginning of the end, Lee.
4 points?
It's not just 4 points. It's telling the world that Wainwright's a winner.
He's magnificent, isn't he? Look at him. You know, last month I thought I had the beginnings of an ulcer, and Sebastian volunteered to have it for me.
Lee, if you're serious about winning this election, you'll have that strategy meeting with me tonight. Kate, I'd like you to be there, too.
Fine.
Well, it's not the ballet like we planned, is it?
No, but if we're lucky, Sebastian will show us some pretty good moves.
Such are the sacrifices of a public servant. You're on.
At last, some good sense.
You don't mind, do you, if we maybe get a little dinner first?
Well, that'd be very nice. How about that new seafood place?
Please. The we included Kate and myself.
Oh. Well, make it fast. I'll expect you at my house at 8 o'clock. Sharp!
You are going to have to start behaving yourself.
Oh, I didn't notice any complaints from your corner. No, he's a real teddy bear, Sebastian, actually. You know, I'll make a bet with you. If I bring a bag of toffee chews with me tonight, it'll put him in such a good mood, halfway through he'll be convinced that the lead Wainwright has is to our advantage. All right, come on. We get there at 8:01, heaven help us.
Other than that, how does he seem?
Miserable.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Tell me, Dave, were we ever like this in our marriages?
You're looking at someone who threw his away.
I'm sorry.
It's an honest question. And I'm sure you and Scott weren't.
Oh, we had our disagreements. They were very bitter at times. But there was never any question of what we meant to each other. Not once.
You were very fortunate.
Dave, is he going to go back to her?
Oh, I don't think so, Terry. He honestly feels he's done all he can. He just doesn't feel he can take the rejection anymore.
Well, I'm certainly not going to sit in judgment on him. I've seen the way Laurie's treated him too many times. I told her it wouldn't be long in coming if she kept it up. But you know what, Dave? I can't help but feel that somehow, as a parent, I let her down.
Now, don't you do that to yourself. As an adult, she's responsible for her own choices. And from everything that you and Ben have told me, she's aware of what this choice means and she's willing to accept it.
I just wish that the rest of us didn't have to pay the price for it, too.
I wish that Kate and my girls didn't have to pay the price for my choices either. But that's part of being a family, Terry. We're responsible for one another's happiness. Just too bad we abuse it sometimes.
I met her today.
Kate?
Mm-hmm. She was interested in renting Mother's house. I'm afraid Nancy's up to her old tricks again.
Well, what did you think of her?
She's lovely. I'm afraid it wasn't the most pleasant of meetings, though. I think she may end up suing my sister.
Well, you saw a very rare side of her then. She must have been very angry, because Kate's usually a lady to the end.
Well, Nancy has a way of bringing that out very easily in people. She's very attractive, Dave.
She is, isn't she? Beauty is not caused, it is. Or something like that anyway. I don't remember how the poem goes, but that's Kate all right. Just to watch her brush her hair at night would make me happy.
Is that why you stopped by?
Oh, no. I just wanted to go over some of the ideas on the fundraising with you.
Dave, I'm sorry. I've reconsidered my offer of help.
You what?
I think that rightfully this is something Kate should do.
Oh, no, that's impossible.
Well, how do you know unless you ask her?
Well, I don't know, but...
Try. I think that the Lord is presenting this opportunity to open up a door. Do it, Dave.
Yeah, that woman is really something.
Well, what did she say when you went to visit her?
Well, you know Nancy. Nothing very pleasant.
Well, is she going to get the furniture back?
Well, let me just put it to you this way. She knows that she's going to have to try real hard. That's not what I came to see you about, though.
Oh, if it's bad news, Harold, I'd just as soon wait on it.
What if it isn't?
I like that smile. What?
How would you like to come to an auction with me on Saturday? A house auction.
This Saturday?
Uh-huh.
Oh, hallelujah! That's terrific! Oh, you're fantastic!
Well, I didn't really have all that much to do with it, but I guess I take the credit anyway.
Oh, it's gonna happen. It's finally gonna happen. Oh, dear. We have to arrange things with the bank. You think we have enough time?
There is plenty of time. You just relax. Hold on to that baby just a little bit longer.
Oh, this is just what I needed to hear, Harold. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Stay to dinner. Celebrate with us.
I would love to.
And call Babs and get her over here, too.
Is everything all right down here?
Everything is better than all right. How you, Monk?
All right. How you doing, Mr. Webster?
I'm doing just fine. Couldn't be better.
Well, I guess I'll go in the kitchen and start to throw things together. Mark, Mr. Webster's going over to King's Arms. Maybe you'd like to go with him.
Yeah, maybe you'd like me to stay there, too.
What's all that about?
I wish I could tell you.
Well, I don't know what to say.
Pray about it.
Oh, yeah, I know, but... Well, approaching her like that would be such a bold move.
Tailor-made for you.
Hey, I'm sorry I'm late for dinner.
Well, hello, Peter.
Hello, Dr. Phillips.
Well, I guess I'd better be on my way. Thanks, Terry. And you were right about what you just said.
I know.
Good night.
Good night, Dave.
I'll try not to be late again.
Well, you're really not late as it is.
You kind of sound disappointed.
What's there to be disappointed about?
I come home and find you alone with Dave Phillips 2 nights in a row. Maybe you should tell me.
I think we had this conversation before.
That's because we keep finding ourselves in this situation.
No, you just keep thinking we are. Look, Peter, I am still trying to recover from that awful mess with Jason and Alex. I mean, what you're suggesting here would put me in a triangle with Dave and his ex-wife. And that just ain't my style, kiddo.
I'm sorry, Gene. I just don't trust him.
Would you keep your voice down?
Lowering my voice is not going to change the way I feel about him. He's still hanging around here just like I said he would.
Carla, I'm trying to get the boy a job. He's trying to get a job. What else can we do?
I don't know.
Would you look at all the good that he's done around here in the meantime? He's cleaned out all the gutters. He's cleaned up the backyard. That door that you've always wanted fixed, he's fixed that for you. He's a good kid, Carla. He's just trying to prove it to you.
He still makes me nervous.
And what kind of effect do you suppose this attitude of yours has on him? Would you stop and put the stuff down? I'm trying to talk to you. Carla, don't think you're keeping this thing a secret. It's crystal clear. Well, people have a tendency to become what you expect of them. And you may be forcing him to act the very way that you're so afraid of.